Hey guys, today I brought back out my Glock 19X. I made a couple videos with this quite a while back, several months back. So I wanted to bring this out again and talk about it very little and shoot it quite a bit. That's the plan. So just real quick, I have changed out the sights since the last video. And see if I can get this in here. So I put on the Trijicon HD Night Sights that are specifically made for Glock. I really like these sights. The front has that, they do have the tritium inserts so they glow green at night, but the front daytime has this fluorescent orange that really just pops when you put it against the silhouettes, the white or the black silhouettes, either one, it just really pops and shows up. So the Glock 19X was Glock's submission, the military handgun submission. They didn't win, the SIG did. Hopefully someday I'll get a hold of a SIG M17 and bring it out and get to fire it and see how that is. I really do like this Glock though. I bought this from a friend, from a buddy, and I really appreciate him selling me this handgun. It's an awesome handgun. So the 19X does have the Gen 5 features. The marksman barrel, no finger grooves, the ambi slide release, you know, the bulk of the Gen 5 features. It does have this lip right here on the grip, and some people complain about that because it won't accept the Glock 17 Gen 5 magazines. If you're not familiar with the 19X, it's the 19 slide mated to the 17 grip. Or lower frame. You know, it's kind of like a commander Glock, but the Glock 17 Gen 5 magazines do not fit because of this lip. This is a Gen 4 Glock 17 magazine. So the Gen 4 and previous fit fine. It's the base plate. So you could actually take if you want that red follower that they have in the Gen 5 Glock magazines, you could buy the Gen 5 Glock 17 magazines, and I think they're $2 or $3 each for the base plates, the Gen 4 base plates. Switch those out, and then your Gen 5s will go right in. So it's not that big of a deal. Another thing, obviously the color, peanut butter. Some people like that, some don't. I like it. I have no issues with it. Really good finish. It's the first time Glock has done something like that. You know, they do make the Glock 45 now, which is very similar to the 19X, except it's black. You know, law enforcement and different agencies wanted a black handgun, not a peanut butter or coyote. Another thing is this lanyard loop. You know, it didn't win the military handgun submission, but if it had, there's probably units out there that would want their officers and their privates to have this thing attached to their body. So the good thing is you can remove this pretty easy. It comes right out. I haven't done it yet, but all right. Okay, so let me fire it a little bit, or a whole lot, and then I will, you know, quickly wrap it up at the end of the video, say a few words, and I mean so the basis for today's video, the way I'm looking at it anyway, is that you can, you know, less talking, more shooting. You guys can just sit back and enjoy the soothing sounds of lead hitting steel. So I will put this down, readjust the camera, and we can get started. Alright, so I readjusted the camera so that I could kind of focus in, or the camera could focus in on these mid-range targets. The two gongs are about 11 yards. The first black silhouette is a little over 16 yards. The second black silhouette that I'll be shooting at right in here is a little over 26 yards. This is that Glock 17 Gen 4 mag. See if it actually works. It's worked. Okay, so I zoomed in on the longer range targets. The first one out there is about 41 yards, a little over that. The last one's a little over 77. Let's see if I have any luck with those. The first one I'm going to shoot at will be the 41 yard closest one. I'm going to let this wind kind of die down for a second, and then I'll shift out to the 53 yard. Alright, I'm going to shift up to the next one. Like I said, it's a little over 62 yards. Alright, I'm going to shift out to that last target, which it's a little bit over 77. Alright guys, I readjusted the camera again. I pulled out of the far ones. So I'm just going to shoot at these closer in ones a little bit. Just kind of have some fun. Last magazine. Alright guys, that ends the shooting. Let me set this down and I'll readjust the camera. You know what, I'm just going to leave the camera there. The sun's starting to go down, so I'm going to finish up this video real quick. I don't have a whole lot to say anyway. And this is kind of hot, so I'm going to leave it open, and it's really dirty. But I did want to point out these, I can't really say enough good about, at least for me, the Trijicon HD Night Sights that they make for Glock that I installed on this Glock. I really like that front sight. That orange just it pops. When you align your sights with the target, and that front sight post just pops out like that. It's so visible. That orange really allows you to shoot the pistol a little faster and get back on target. So I do like that. The only other thing that I didn't mention, I think, was the Glocks come with interchangeable back straps, and this is the medium with the little beaver tail extension. That's the one that felt the best in my hand, so that's the one I threw on it. I do like that. And the last thing, and I'll close this out. So like I said, I bought this used. A friend actually sold it to me, and I got to give him a shout out. And Sean, thank you very much. I really do like this Glock 19X, and you gave me a great price on it. I appreciate that. I know you're still out there fighting the good fight, so stay safe, brother. Take it to them, but stay safe. All right, and that's about all I can say about that. Last thing, I had a lot of fun shooting this deal today. I always do. And I'm going to get out of here before it gets dark. And I will see you next time.